Hello students, I thought that in addition to theory, I should also do some numericals. When we do numericals parallelly with the theory, the understanding will be better. The conceptual learning will take place. So today I am going to do numericals from Physics Part 2 of class 11th standard. I am starting with the 9th chapter, Mechanical Properties of Solids. That is the 9th chapter in NCERT textbook, which is Mechanical Properties of, this is more about solids. So, you know, states of matter 3. So, we start with here, mechanical properties of solids. See, what are the mechanical properties? It is rigid and all these things. You also learnt about stress and strain. Later I will shoot video for theory. Today we will do numerical. This numerical, which is in page number 242 of my book, NCERT textbook, and this is about 9.1, first problem. See, the problem is given. A steel wire of length 4.7 meter. It is given steel. Length of this wire is 4.7 meter. And cross-sectional area A is equal to 3.0 into 10 power minus 5 meter square. Okay, stretches by the same amount. That means the change in length is same. Let us say for steel length 1, area of cross-section 1 and change in length is 1. Same amount as a copper wire. Now we have the second data, that is copper. Okay, copper wire. What is the length of the copper wire? L2. L2 is equal to 3.5 meter and its area of cross section A2 is equal to 4.0 into 10 power 5 meter square. Okay, now they both have same extension. They both stretch by the same length, that is delta L1 is equal to delta L2. Okay, so this is what is being given already. Okay, stretches by the same amount. Okay, under the same load, under the given load. So what is the load? Load is nothing but weight. Weight is nothing but gravitational force. So force is also same. Now, what is the ratio of Young's modulus of steel to that of copper? Once I have taken the data, I am going to just put it down. Young's modulus Y1 upon Y2 we have to calculate. Okay, this is the data given to us. So let us do it slowly and steadily and understand the concept. First, we know that Young's modulus is equal to stress upon strain. Now what is stress? Force acting per unit area divided by change in length upon original length. That is equal to F upon A into L goes up, L upon delta L. This is Young's modulus. Here we say that given change in length is same, that the elongation is same and the applied force is same. So we can say that Y1 upon, that is we can simply first state Y is equal to L upon A. We cannot say equal to, let us say proportional to. They are proportional. So Y1 will be L1 upon A1 divided by Y2 will be L2 upon A2, which is equal to L1 upon A1 multiplied by A2 goes up. So we can say A2 divided by L2. Okay, this is Young's modulus. Already we have taken it. Now let us substitute the values. L1 is 4.7 meter multiplied by A2, area of this is 4 into 10 power minus 5 meter whole divided by, we have A1 that is of the steel 3 into 10 power minus 5 multiplied by, we have L2 that of the copper, the second material 3.5. Okay, this and this will get cancelled. That is y1 upon y2. You try to solve it, y1 upon y2, you will get the answer. Okay, answer is at the back of the book. I want to do more problems. I don't want to spend my time in just doing multiplication. I will tell you the answer which is given in the textbook. Okay, that is given to be 1.8. Okay, so this is how you do the numerical. Yes, I have done one numerical from NCERT. Now I want to do another numerical. These are very useful for NEET examination and also JEE main examination. These are the basic concept one should know. I have taken a problem from Dr. H.C. Verma, Concepts in Physics, worked out example. I have taken a worked out example. I will do in this video worked out example, and in the future videos as I shoot, I will give you different problems from the NEET and IIT exam papers. Okay, let us begin with a numerical. Okay, I hope you understand this problem. This is based on Young's modulus, and the next problem which I am going to do, that is also based on Young's modulus only, right? Young's modulus talks about linear stress and linear strain. Okay, so this is the concept which you have to keep it in mind. Young's modulus. Okay, modulus of elasticity. Okay, yes. So in this problem, okay, what is the problem? Let me read it. I have the habit of reading the problem and taking the data, and then we can keep the question aside. See, this is page number 293 of H.C. Verma, and this is example, worked out example 2. Okay, this is worked out example 2. Let me read the problem. One end of a nylon rope of length 4.5 meter. Length of the rope is equal to 4.5 meter and diameter is equal to 6 millimeter. We need to convert that into SI unit into 10 power minus 3 meter. Is fixed to a limb of a tree. You can imagine there is a tree. Okay, there is a tree, big tree. You can imagine there is one branch is there. Okay, you can imagine like that. See, yeah. In this, a rope has, this nylon rope has been fixed. You know, you have this moving this jula and all these things, that it has been fixed here. Okay, and length is given, diameter is given. Okay, a monkey weighing 100 Newton. Here comes the question. Okay, there is a monkey here. Okay, this monkey is going to hold this here. So what is happening? It is having a weight acting downward direction, right? And the weight is nothing but the force that is equal to 100 Newton. Jumps to catch the free end and stay there. It is here. Now it want to jump here and catch it. When it tries to catch it, what will happen? The nylon string rope will stretch. So there is a tension, and the tension is acting in the opposite direction, upward direction. The force is in downward direction. So at equilibrium, the tension and the force, both of them will be same. Weight of the body is equal to the force because at equilibrium this will happen at equilibrium. Okay, this is the next step. Find the elongation of the rope. Elongation, we know delta L is equal to how much, and the corresponding change in diameter I will discuss about it in the next point. Okay, first we will take delta L. If Young's modulus of nylon is equal to 4.8 into 10 power 11 Newton upon meter square. Okay, this is given. Now there is one more thing also given, that is called Poisson's ratio. Poisson's ratio, okay, of nylon. There is a constant which is given to be 0.2. This I will discuss at the end of the problem. Let us begin this problem and try to solve it step by step. I hope you understand the problem first. There is a tree, there is a branch. In the branch you will find that there is a nylon rope and a monkey is there, and monkey is jumping to hold the free end. So it stretches, tension is upward, weight is downward, which is acting here. That is nothing but the weight of the monkey. So these are the data given. So let me erase this part here from here. Okay. Now length is equal to 4.5 meter and the diameter is equal to 6 millimeter into 10 power minus 3 meter. Okay, and the force acting is equal to 100 Newton. Okay, so all this I can erase it to solve the problem here. We wanted to calculate delta L is equal to how much, and the Young's modulus is given 4.8 into 10 power 11 Newton per meter square. Also you should know change in diameter, where the Poisson's ratio is given to be 0.2. So we have taken the data clearly. Okay, the data given to us is very obvious. Now, why taking the data is important? Because our mind will immediately try to connect this data with the formula, right? So Young's modulus, once a moment you know Young's modulus, stress upon strain, force upon area, F L upon A delta L, that is equal to, now Young's modulus is given, we want change in length, so change in length, which implies change in length is equal to F L upon A into Y. So force is how much? 100 Newton. Length is how much? 4.5 meter divided by area. Area is not there. We have diameter. This rope is circular in things, diametric. Okay, so cross sectional area is like this. Diameter is given. You know area is equal to pi r square. Okay, but that is equal to pi d upon 2 the whole square. That is equal to, square is there, pi d square upon 4, that is only 1 upon 4 into 22 by 7 into d square. D is how much? 6 into 10 power minus 3. I hope this part of the board is visible to you. I don't know, so let me stretch it little this side. Into 6 into 10 power minus 3, remember, whole square. D square is there, whole square. First we should solve this. Okay, then you will get area which is going to be in meter square. Then we can substitute it here, and y, the Young's modulus is 4.8 into 10 power 11. Okay, so I calculated it already, I solved it in the paper, and I am taking the area and that value I am substituting. I have not taken the area fully, but it is 22 by 7 into 9 into 10 power minus 6. Okay, 7 will go up here. Okay, and this part is done. See, you multiply these terms in the numerator, multiply these terms in the denominator, and you will have 10 power plus 5, it goes up 10 power minus 5. Okay, so when you solve all this, you will get 0.33, which is equal to 3.3 into 10 power minus 6. Change in length, it is meter, so meter. So this is the first part of it. We have calculated change in the length. I hope you understand this part of it. Once you have understood this part of it, then we move on to Poisson's ratio. First and foremost, I will tell you what do you mean by Poisson's ratio. Why this Poisson's ratio has come into this existence? This is done by Simon Poisson. What he said, you say that you stretch a wire and you talk about the length being changing. When the length is changing, take a rubber band, you pull it. When length is changing, even area of cross section will change. In Ohm's law, we have studied that. Okay, so naturally, if there is a change in linear, longitudinal, okay, longitudinal strain, okay, longitudinal strain is there, which is change in length upon original length, there should be change in the area, and that is called lateral strain. That is referred to as lateral strain, that is change in area upon original area. Poisson said that the lateral strain is proportional to longitudinal strain. So both of them are, strain is going to change. Okay, and the changes will be proportional to each other, and that is given by Poisson's ratio. So simply put it, we can say Poisson's ratio is like this, we can put it, okay, longitudinal and lateral, sideways. Okay, Poisson's ratio is equal to change in diameter upon original diameter upon change in length upon original length. Okay, change in diameter, why? I said that area is equal to pi r square. That is equal to pi d square upon 4. So pi and 4 is constant. So area is proportional to d square. So I can use this, that is change in the diameter with respect to the original diameter. Okay, so this is Poisson's ratio. Now let us take it forward. That is equal to Poisson